Check this out, y'all. We're gonna take this Bill Evans lick and we're gonna turn it into our warm-up exercise. Check this lick out. This one right here. Woo! Let's go. Today, I wanted to talk about warming up, but before I share my warm-up routine, I want to know, how do you warm up? Do you do long tones? Do you do scales, etudes? I want you to drop in the comments your warm-up routine.
He wants to be a movie star. Oh my God, it's love.
It's love.
This is gonna turn from a clarinet movie into a romance film. Oh, Pookie.
Good morning, y'all. I hope you're doing well. Sunday morning, it's Labor Day weekend. I'm just kind of getting my day started here. I got my first cup of coffee, and I was doing some work and checking out this Bill Evans recording of Oleo, and maybe around the fourth or fifth chorus, he plays this super sick, I don't know, it's kind of like a minor third, major third thing, and he starts panning it throughout the keys, going up chromatically. And I was listening to that, and I was like, oh man, I want to play that. So, he plays it so fast that it's gonna take some time for me to get that under my fingers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that lick and turn it into our warm-up exercise. I'm gonna turn it into my warm-up exercise, but let's check out the lick real quick. Check this out. This is killing. So we're going to take that lick and we're going to turn that into our warm-up exercise. So I'm going to get my clarinet out and let's do this. Warming up. So when I think of warming up, I think of seasonality. And what I mean by seasonality is that at every season of my life, my warm-up routine has looked a little different. And it's also ever changing. So the way it is today, maybe 1 month from now, I might be doing some other warm-up routine. And that routine is pretty much based on my musical needs and my time constraints of whatever it is that I'm going through at this particular season of my life. So, in the past, I may have spent an hour or so doing long tones. I may have spent another hour doing scales, another hour doing jazz vocabulary, or just building my musical knowledge, working on repertoire, working on etudes. And I just had a lot more time to practice. In this current season of life, I've needed to be a little more efficient with how I spend my time. And therefore, my warm-up routine kind of reflects that. So instead of doing long tones, scales, and vocabulary separately, I've tried to combine the three to form the basis of my warm-up routine. So when I'm warming up, I'm trying to literally get the air flowing through my body. I'm focused on tone. I'm trying to create a beautiful, full, rich tone, trying to connect the notes, and trying to get a similar airflow happening throughout the range of my clarinet, trying to create the most beautiful sounds on every note that you play. I'm also trying to kind of get my finger dexterity, get my fingers woken up, and just kind of be conscious of how my finger technique is on the instrument. In addition to that, I'm also working on building my musical vocabulary. So today for my warm-up, I'm going to take this Bill Evans lick and I'm going to transpose it throughout the range of the clarinet. I'm going to start at a low E and I'm going to transpose it up chromatically all the way to a high G. Bill Evans plays this lick over rhythm changes, and the first chord is a C major 7 or a C major 6th. And he's starting the phrase on the 5th note. He's playing 5, flat 6, 5, 3. So it's really like a C major 7 with a sharp 5 sound. So he's playing that phrase and he's panning it up and down chromatically. So I'm going to take that phrase and use it as the basis of my warm-up, and I'm going to loop it in different keys. I'm going to start at the bottom of my horn, and I'm just going to repeat it until I feel like I'm getting a good tone. My fingers are feeling comfortable with the lick in that key, and when I feel comfortable with that, I'm just going to start transposing it up into different keys and just looping it until I feel comfortable with it. So if there's any musical phrase that you feel connected to and want to become more familiar with, take it through this process. And today I'm going to play with no metronome and just kind of do it free, but I highly encourage you to also practice this with a metronome. Put a metronome on at 60, practice it in quarter notes, then practice it in eighth notes, triplets, and 16th notes. And it's really important to also build up our awareness of time and playing with a great time feel. But today, I'm going to play with no metronome. I'm going to dip out now, and I'm just going to turn the camera on, and I'm going to show you what 20, 25 minutes of my practice routine looks like. And yeah, let's just see what happens. getting too smoky in here. Hold on one second. Let me move this out of the way. All right, it's getting too smoky for me. I'm like filming this video, there's gonna be smoke flying everywhere. squeaks out of me. I'm squeaky today. I guess the good news is sometimes all of us are a little squeaky. All right, so that's kind of how the warm up is. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. That's my warm-up routine. And now that I'm warmed up, I'm going to go practice. I'll catch you all later. Peace.